There are a ton of reasons to be excited about the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Not only is our fan-favorite villain Broly finally becoming canon, but we'll learn some more backstory about the Saiyans, including Goku and Vegeta. Let's take a look at Goku's father Bardock and learn some more about what this father and son have in common. But before we delve into some archaic Dragon Ball history, make sure to click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at CBR. Then ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss a video. Fans of Dragon Ball are always looking for more backstory about our favorite characters. Not that we've been obsessively watching the trailers for Dragon Ball Super Broly or anything, but it seems like we will be learning more about young Goku and his parents Bardock and Gine. This Goku origin story, which will become the new canon, is a controversial one from the comic Dragon Ball Minus. So in honor of this impending addition to the Dragon Ball canon, let's take a look at the backstory of Goku's father Bardock. And of course, devout fans all know that Goku's original name was Kakarot, but we'll just be calling him by his current name and make things easier. It's easy to see the family resemblance between Bardock and his sons Goku and Raditz. As we all know, this family once hailed from Planet Vegeta, until it was vaporized by Frieza. On his homeworld, Bardock was a lower-class Saiyan mercenary. As we saw in Dragon Ball Z, Bardock, the father of Goku, he led a platoon of other Saiyan soldiers named Tora, Fasha, Borgos, and Shugesh. The Saiyans were elite warriors, and even by their standards, Bardock was often lauded for his intense bravery. He met the woman who would become his wife on the battlefield, and he saved her life on several occasions. Gine just wasn't cut out for combat due to her gentle nature, and eventually retired from fighting, but not before falling head over heels for Bardock. To add some context to the story, let's just say that Saiyans aren't known for their emotional intelligence and great people skills. They do one thing really well, which is fighting, but they're not exactly known for their kindness and compassion. Remember when Goku's brother Raditz showed up, found his long-lost brother, and proceeded to fight with him and kidnap his son? Well, Raditz is way more like typical members of the Saiyan race than any other members of his family. When Bardock fell in love with Gine, he took on several of her personality traits and began to soften around his edges. When he had children, he couldn't help but love and care for them immensely, a trait which was unusual among his kind. Loving your wife and children doesn't sound very impressive, but again, Bardock wasn't a human. Saiyans tend to get together to propagate their species, not because they're overcome with warm, fuzzy feelings for one another. Despite not being able to watch his son grow up, Bardock had some idea how powerful Goku would become, and it wasn't just a father's wistful thinking. In Dragon Ball Z, Bardock, the father of Goku, he was gifted the ability of precognition. At first, Bardock dismisses these visions as moments of madness, but soon comes to realize they are real. Among other things, he sees that his young son will one day save planet Earth, which, as we all know, comes true over and over again. When he realized that Frieza had decided to destroy Planet Vegeta, he did his best to warn everyone about their impending doom. But sadly, nobody listened to him. The Saiyans had worked with Frieza for a long time, and they had no idea he was secretly fearing them and their power. Despite the odds, Bardock decided to take on Frieza himself. Now, when we said that Bardock was an unusually nice guy for a Saiyan, that doesn't mean he can't fight. Like his son Goku, Bardock loves to battle, and he's no slouch in combat. Facing off against Frieza one-on-one is something few would ever attempt, and it's exactly what Bardock does. We all know he doesn't end up winning, which is unfortunate for both Bardock and the entire Saiyan race. Despite not emerging victoriously, Bardock does demonstrate impressive tactical capabilities and an absolutely fearless nature. During an examination, doctors claim his power level is approaching 10,000, and that one day he may eventually surpass even the power of their ruler, King Vegeta. But although Bardock had enormous potential as a warrior, it would sadly never be realized. Not only did he fail to defeat Frieza, but his fellow Saiyans all thought he had lost his mind. But before that happened, Bardock knew he needed to protect his youngest child. After all, he couldn't save Planet Vegeta, but could potentially save Earth by saving Goku. So, as we all know, little Goku was sent to Earth and Frieza destroyed his homeworld. Now, there are some slight storyline differences between Bardock, the father of Goku, and Dragon Ball Minus. The latter is where we are introduced to Gine, and it paints Bardock as an even gentler member of the Saiyan race. There's also the difference between Goku being sent to Earth as a young child or as an infant. During the trailer for Dragon Ball Super Broly, we saw Gine and Bardock bidding a sad farewell to their son, so we know Gine is now part of the canon. We can't wait to learn even more about Bardock and Gine in the upcoming movie. Well, that's everything that we know about Goku's father Bardock's backstory. Do you enjoy the kinder, gentler, and soon-to-be canon Bardock from Dragon Ball Minus, or would you rather he remain more like a traditional Saiyan? Share your opinions in the comments section below, and then click subscribe for more from Dragon Ball videos from CBR. Thanks for watching.